all just trying to make it into the corner so then they can wrap the turn and get back out of the corner, you know.
Oh, and that
just
goes
like that.
Alvarola off the bumper of rookie Todd Gilliland, and that will bring out the caution. And the rookie takes the lead. The fight is on for second and third. Here comes Cindric on the inside. Wham! And Kurt Busch piles into the outside wall. In a solid third place, and here we come to the corner.
Hubbard just got in really, really hard and hit him, and then you can't put that on anybody. Well, desperation time. I don't know what else to say.
But it is what it is. I mean, it is. It's desperation time, and you either want to make the race or you don't.
Kyle Larson looked to the bottom, nothing there. Haley gets in line, gets a boot from Byron. Still side by side for the lead. And into the wall goes Haley. Caution is out.
You don't see that very often.
Haley and Larson had repeated contact racing for third.
Larson didn't like him getting under him. He hit him in the rear, knocked him up out of the track, got under him,
and
he
destroyed the left front of Haley's car.
This is exactly what we talked about earlier. It wasn't necessarily started with him. It started with the car behind him. He got in line. William Byron got in the back of him. Nothing
shoved him up into the five. The five thought he was retaliating.
Exactly.
Now backed up to McDowell. Half a car length to the leader, Logano. He's got to go to the bottom. And he can't get there, and he wrecks Logano.
Logano blocked. Logano moved down, blocked. I hate to say it. He was under him and got a pretty big block right there. You knew it was going to be aggressive, and unfortunately, cost him.
That him and Klingerman have, and it's hard to extinguish it, and it's like, boom, there you get hit again, and then Klingerman ends up hitting the four truck.
Boy, the 38 of Zane Smith just slipped right through there.
Sure did.
But the caution had been triggered in race control prior to that move, and that means we're going to go overtime as the white flag.
The bottom cars are starting to get vulnerable, and you're seeing them.
Oh, there it goes. First crash of the day. The 18 is Drew Dollar.
So we were talking at break about how the Goody was starting to wear off the tires, and these guys were going to start moving around. And what the 9 saw there is that the bottom cars were starting to be vulnerable off the corner. So he comes down, side drafts.
Man, C.J. McLaughlin just got shot out of the draft there, and when he came back up, all bets were off.
Yeah, he got loose, and when he's got to get to the top. The top's going to have the biggest energy here. 21's going to come with a huge shove.
They are 2 and 3 wide behind him. Crossover, that's
comes.
Austin Hill in the 21. Big crash, up and over. Caution is out. That's Myatt Snyder.
To see Myatt just walk right out, that's a great sign.
And I would be anxious to see how close it was at the time of caution, because look right here, it looks like the 16's out front. Whew, it had to be really close.
The caution wasn't out at that point when they left our screen, so he was clearly ahead by the time he left the bottom of your monitors on television. But unfortunately, Anthony Alfredo getting into the back of the 31 and creating that issue.
Wow. I mean, look at that car.
And look at the grass that's flying in front of him.
Where is the engine?
Oh,
wow.
The engine's gone. I mean, this kind of like a Michael Waltrip wreck that we saw at Bristol, where it's just, or the Jeffrey Bodine, right?
Kyle Larson front straightaway here at Daytona years ago.
Oh, no! Big crash on the back straightaway takes out William Byron, Kyle Busch, and Harrison Burton. Oh, crap.
You know, pushing, obviously, on a rookie. Tony, you talked about it. Again, come off of that corner, got light, and that thing was long for the ride, but very aggressive pushing.
That is not at all what you're looking for. That kid is sitting there going, what happened? He's lucky it didn't bite right there.
Yep.
And here's Harrison Burton on the radio.
You can't push to the right, Brad. I mean, damn.
I know.
Is it going anywhere or just spin the tires? That's lit. Yeah, it's important. Yeah.
All right, let's ride along with Ross Chastain. Here comes Larson. Oh. Jammed up.
Larson had a huge run on the outside, and he was trying to slow that momentum down to get to him. But as he got to him, it kind of seemed like Kevin was having, the 17 was backing up to Kevin as well, and it just accordiated.
Yeah,
This gets up there with the two Fords, and they edge out front.
Uh-oh.
Oh, crash! Stenhouse in the wall.
Should have known.
And Chris Buescher with him.
might have seen this movie before earlier in the day.
Outside, Bubba Wallace gives Blaney a push. Here's Briscoe with a big run on the outside.
That was the big run.
They come
Bubba
up to
Wallace
block.
pushed Ryan Blaney right there. Huge run on the outside and a massive block by Austin Cindric to win this. Oh, boy. Look, and then the other one in the background. Spin it again, or Chris Buescher.
12th caution of the day.
Look at the sand. It looks like an explosion. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it did. Right there, you saw it set down.
Yeah, he had run 9 laps, and yeah, you can see it was definitely getting soft because it just swapped ends.
So now the question is, Larry, to you, is that a product? Did he run over something on a racetrack and cut it? Or are these guys looking for long run speed and maybe got a little too greedy with air pressure?
There's a better angle of it. The 07 just, oh, jeez. Nothing he can do.
No, nothing he can do. Those things happen so fast.
But look at that give in the safer barrier. Yeah. I mean, that's just unbelievable.
Look how high the back tires came off the ground.
Well, this is our 7th caution, and it's probably going to end stage 2 because we've got less than 5 laps to go, and this is going to take a little bit to get all cleaned up. So very unlikely that we'll clean it up and restart before the stage is called good.
Well, I guess that makes up his mind if he's going to pit. Yeah, you see the 34 just sideways in front of him. Jeez, there's nowhere to go. Look how far under the 99 was under the 6 car. That's called windshield deep. When you see the rear tires up on your windshield.
I don't see any flats on Jesse's car. It looks like he just got loose and Luke did it. Unfortunately for the 6, he checked up, and 99 couldn't check up as fast and just kind of got collected there.
BJ McLeod has now lost 2 cars today. We saw the damage to Matt Mills. Now,
What you see with Keselowski versus Kurt Busch. Whoa!
Oh, Suarez into the wall off of Briscoe.
That's a tough day, you know, when you're just a recipient.
Pretty hard, Travis.
Jones under Tyler Reddick.
Oh, he's
running
loose.
7th.
Got loose and overcorrected. Much like Chastain did in practice session in California.
And the car won't steer at all, so he couldn't keep it from coming around here and back up on the racetrack. Now watch Bubba Wallace. He just missed Eric Jones, but loses control.
And then about hit the pace car pulling out.
of the afternoon. Well, you talk about shortening up.
Trevor, remember the start of the race? He didn't have any water in that car? Look at him go now. Whoa!
Bain goes high into the wall. Here comes Ryan Seed down low.
Oh, no.
And the caution will be out.
Ooh, to 7.
Barry's involved. Gregson's involved. Sage Karam hits the inside wall.
Justin Allgaier was involved. We're still on Sam Myers.
No wreck. That's the big one.
Here 17th. He's going to get a push from behind.
Oh, you see the car on the outside there.
Jeffrey Earnhardt, it looks like.
Looks like he got loose maybe from a push at that point.
Came down and collected Matt. The guys behind him just got caught up in it. No contact for
really hard to catch it back to the right.
Yeah.
Sideways.
See him loose back there.
Yeah.
Exactly like Ross
Chastain.
Chastain at California earlier this year. That is a hard hit, as hard as you can hit.
Well, these cars, right, lower profile tire, pretty stiff. That underwing works great in a straight line, but loses a lot of downforce when it goes into yaw. The car doesn't have a lot of side force.
Without the help of his teammate.
Two cars hard in the wall, and Austin Dillon, Kyle Busch crash.
More behind him, stacking up behind him.
Ty Dillon into the wall, and Chase Briscoe, last week's winner, spinning.
Jamie, that's what I like is that they can make the move, right? 47 went around. I think maybe another tire. I'm not sure.
Oh, and he gets piled into by Austin Cindric.
And the right rear was down. Right rear's on the wheel.
And a freaking tire go down again.
You can see the flame coming out of his pipes. He's up there all by himself. Starts to come around. Yeah, Biffle got into the back of Ware.
Somebody checked up in front of Cody. Just nowhere to go for those guys.
Man.
That is a vicious.
Haley on the inside of him.
Wasn't quite clear.
No, just 3 wide.
And Daniel Suarez coming down as that track, just that little curve there after the start-finish line, took those 3 cars out of play after the flag. Oh, I don't want to do this, but.
Oh, my God. Chastain's going to have to move them both. You're going to have to move them both.
Oh,
he is.
And around goes Allmendinger off the bumper of Chastain. And Ross Chastain.
Restart first overtime.
Spin the tires on the one, or Sam tried to time it, went a little early, and it slowed down, and then tried to go again. And that's obviously, as you know, an easy way to get your tires spinning, kind of stopping and going. And
yeah, just 16 got into him about the time that happens, and then he turns his teammate.
The 16 was getting pushed from behind as well. I mean, it's just.
Top of the screen, one car completely sideways. I believe that's Cindric.
There's that one I almost saw go over, the 16, I believe it was.
It was LaJoy that I saw first.
Yes.
Around backwards.
Austin Dillon in trouble.
The pace.
Oh, baby.
Wow.
Oh, baby.
And not everybody got past.
No, it didn't happen. There's no way that could not happen.
J.J. Yaley hit him, and then Kurt Busch ended up in the wall.
It'll be interesting to see how those Gibbs cars play out at the end of this race today.
Oh, and there goes one. That's Mason Massey in the 91. Big hit on the inside wall.
I believe there was another one spinning with him. Yep.
It's Brett Moffitt in the 02.
Oh, wow.
Others with damage, including Josh Berry.
Damn.
That's
and Chandler
26,
Smith in the 26. Third caution of the day, 3 to go, second stage. And
it's our first look at it.
Yeah, you're right. Started up top, 11:54.
Yeah, to me, I mean, just with everybody pushing hard in that outside lane, everybody has to really be in sync. You got to be nose to nose, tail to tail, and be pushing. And if you get just off a little bit, you're going to hook somebody.
Yeah, it looked like to me that 54 had a little bit of a run there, and Hemrick was trying to side draft the middle lane and didn't realize the 54 was making a move and just too late getting back up. I'd like to see it again and just.
3 wide, and he goes and changes lanes in a hurry.
In front of his teammate,
Yeah.
That pole was not there.
Not there, triggered all that.
you know, Jade Buford's been driving that 48 car for Big Machine.
That's what I was telling you, but everybody's pushing and dragging the brake now.
No, Sam Mayer out of shape. He collects Austin Hill.
Wrecking behind you.
Wow. Guy that dominated all day is in a wreck with less than 5 to go. I mean, it's 4 wide, and he didn't quite probably know he was 4 wide.
And then 47 into the 45, yep. Oh, wow. Oof. That's a lick.
Yeah, when the inertia raises the rear of the car up like that, those are hard hits. And again, he was minding his own business and gets clipped from the outside. But That's how these restarts are.
Oh, somebody loose on the bottom, spinning out. Up the racetrack, contact.
Hard in the 14 to Chase Briscoe. Daniel Hemrick chased Briscoe, and it looked as if Hemrick got turned from contact.
See the inside line backing up. See a team play. Here he comes.
Oh, the 22 in the wall. Back down in front of the field.
Oh, he takes out Ty Dillon and Daytona 500 winner Austin Cindric. A lot of cars with damage.
Keselowski navigate.
Unbelievable. Just a bad push on that restart.
It's already down. Yeah, it's already starting to roll out of the...
That was the 15th lap of the run, Larry Mack. What do you make of this?
Yeah, I kind of question what Clint was talking about a while ago. You know, what these guys are doing with that left rear air.
Was to Corey LaJoie for this Marty Robbins short track throwback. Unfortunately, he threw it into the wall right there. And
big time damage, a lot of right front damage. You can see how high it is. I don't know if you'll see this awesome car.
Oh, wow.
That ain't gonna work out.
Oh, Truex.
Hold on to it.
Here it is, Busch.
Well, you said it wasn't going to be the last one. You were right, Bill.
That didn't work out.
A lot of big cars.
But Vlad Miros, I don't think is looking to waste any time behind Alberto NASCAR. Oh, we got the number 1 car off. That's Tronconi we just saw in the foreground of the shot. Andrea Tronconi into the barriers, but this race persists nonetheless.
Teammate to leader Corey LaJoie, he was in 8th place.
Got loose. Looked like it was kind of right on top of that seam with the left sides. Got out from underneath of it. Again, his left rear was on that seam, much like Landon Castle, almost in the exact same spot. Car come around, and Harrison Burton had nowhere to go.
Oh, you see the 36 get loose. Alex LeVay.
Yeah, and he just, in that same spot that we've seen a couple times today, in that second groove, kind of in a pack, and just loses the car. Just gets light on the air on the car right there, and he just, if you're right on the edge, it just pushes it over. That's a huge hit.
Your screen.
Yes, it was. Big hit. Those right side impacts like that.
Next Sunday on Fox. Kyle Busch.
Whoa! That was big. Got loose off the corner. Had to get completely out of the gap. Oh, he's got right rear fire. Right rear down. Huge wreck. So Austin as Chastain hit him. Turns Chase Elliott around in a wall.
And totals Chase Elliott's car.
Well, you saw it. He had a big time wiggle off of 4. Car was lucky to not get upside down.
All right, we're going to ride with
the tire mark on the back of Brandon Jones's
You see the sparks right there.
Yeah, tires down.
Oh, gosh, just nowhere to go for all these guys. All these guys here in the back did a good job getting this thing cranked to the bottom. You may be on TV saying, why didn't they just turn left? They're already turning left as sharp as they possibly can, going at the speeds they are.
Tire, left rear tire.
He was running in 9th. We'll give you Kyle Busch's view next.
Hits the grass a little bit and then gets blocked. Backs up.
It looked like Blaney just got on the apron a little bit, Clint, and the car snapped out from underneath him.
And really did block off the racetrack.
Hamlin and Wallace with a good bit of damage. 20 cars on the lead lap, including Christopher Bell, who just got the free pass. Oh,
Suarez!
Briscoe got him into the back of Suarez, and he gets pounded.
Dang it.
Oh,
Buscher's upside down. I think he hooked a drain.
I think it rolled underneath the car, and that's what flipped the car. The upper A-frame was broke. Whole right front suspension dug in.
That was Todd Gilliland tried to go high and just didn't have enough room.
See, that right front wheel dug underneath the car, and that's what dug in and caused it to start flipping. Violent crash.
Now let's ride along with Daniel. Sent Buscher's car over. Right there where he gets a big piece of Suarez is where that right front goes. And when it completely comes off and gets under the car.
And you see the tether is actually holding that tire to the car so it doesn't fly up into the stands or go out into the racetrack. That's just a 1 in a million times that could happen, where that tire falls underneath the car and shoots the car up in the air.
Tether did its job. Very impressed with that tether.
You can hear him on the brakes, start downshifting to make sure he can get the car slowed down. Great job by Tyler to get his car slowed down and heads up spotting.
Austin to the bobbles just a little bit.
Oh, now he's on the outside. Chastain's got him. 4 wide. Oh, they're wrecking. Unbelievable. Did the caution come out?
They get the
Yes.
white?
No.
Caution before the white.
Caution. We will line up and do it again.
Oh, my gosh.
All those guys going for it coming off of turn 4. Austin Dillon looked like he was in the...
Before that yellow, here's the final yellow.
Kraus gets into Hosevart, looked like. And watch this contact.
Oh, man.
That's as hard as it gets.
That was big.
Man,
I'm so glad to see Tyler Hill and
take place on a road course. Allmendinger was committed on this restart. I was worried, though. I thought this car right behind him, the 10 of Landon Castle, looked like he wasn't going to get slowed down, but you see big carnage there, all those cars piling up.
he had gotten that pit lane penalty, which had put him back in the field. So there's Balicki. Looked like Friesen got into the back end of him. Boy, that's a hard hit for that 30.
That is a bad angle. But again, we saw Balicki climb out of that truck. That is a massive testament to the safety that NASCAR.
Elvin Brynildsen has once again had a bit of a moment there, hasn't he? And the gravel just ripping the car apart there. It's been kind of between 1 and 1.5 seconds for a little while. There's some gravel up ahead. Oh, the 29 car. Oh, Alia Kolek. We heard from Alia earlier on the grid, and unfortunately, she's ended up in the barriers through Clearways and down the Brabham Straight. He wants to try and get past Frederick Gabillon. Oh, and Ercole and Chrysonis. Ercole and Chrysonis having a collision there. They were fighting for 14th, and once again, Ercole's car has ended up planted on the front end of another. I think they are completely locked together there, but it looked like they were both getting out of the gravel. Roman Ionetta's damage has only gotten worse as well in 9th place. Oh no, they're still stuck together. And actually, you can see there, the rear bodywork of Ercole's car has become lodged in the front of...